Hello everyone, NBZ here, bringing you another battle to my channel. This one a little bit more ordinary, if you can even say that, in comparison to the April Fool's battle that I had with Spade a couple of days ago. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and certainly I know that we fooled a few people, so it worked in some way. And we actually recorded it live as well, so I'll be posting a live version of that video on probably Sunday, so do look out for that in the near future. But for today's game, we have just kind of a random mix of things. I'm not going to call it an NU game because he has a Sharpedo, and I think some other stuff that might not be NU. But I just wanted to use like really kind of crappy things and kind of have a weird taste to them. They don't really taste like your normal Pokemon, you know. So that's what I've got going on, and he just has some stuff. So we'll see how these worlds collide. I'm gonna lead off with my Not So Ghost as he goes with Chinchino, goes for the U-turn on the first turn and gets a crit turn one. This is the start of a downhill bicycle ride rolling around at the speed of sound because, well, you'll see. I predict him to go in Bravery and go for the Thunder, and I miss. So this is great. So this basically, that Clefable is a very special set. It's Gravity with Fire Blast, Blizzard, and Thunder. So it's basically going all out with the offensive prowess with Life Orb with Gravity, so they all hit. Now, I decide he's going to go for Superpower, so I switch into my Vileplume, which is a horrible idea because he goes for Brave Bird instead, and that just completely annihilates Vileplume. So I'm in a pretty shitty situation here. I'm thinking, okay, I'm not going to switch anything in. This is bad. I just want to stay in, and maybe I'll be able to get off a Sleep Powder somehow. Funnily enough, he actually bulks up on this turn instead of killing me off, which means I can get a Sleep Powder off and put him to sleep. But no, ladies and gentlemen, the gods of hacks want to just fucking shit on my breakfast because I get crit on the first turn, miss a Thunder as Bravery comes in, and then miss Sleep Powder. It's like I can't catch a break here. Honestly, like, nothing is going my way. Just a rub salt in the wound, he just kills me with Brave Bird. I thought that was going to be a crit there, but apparently I remembered incorrectly. That's why I said rub salt in the wound. But still, I'm fucking pretty wounded right now, and pretty much lots of salt in the wounds right now. So I go into my Wob Why Not? Yeah, that's the one. And bit of a crucial turn because I had to predict as to whether he was going to bulk up or go for the offensive move, and I decided he's just going to go for Brave Bird, which is fine because I actually went for the counter. I'm able to kill him, and you know, he didn't get up for free bulk up or anything, which certainly helps my situation out. It just eliminates a huge threat from the field pretty quickly. So now he goes into this thing, which I thought I was going to be slower than, which explains why I went for Encore there. I thought, you know, I just want to see what he wants to do and Encore him into it, but he actually ends up being slower, which means he gets off Toxic Spikes, and then I'm going to Encore him into them. Seems like a little bit of a silly play because, you know, he wants to get up those Toxic Spikes anyway, but now he has to go for Toxic Spikes again, even though it serves no purpose, which kind of gives me a free switch. Added to the fact that my Luxray here, which is a Scarf Luxray, is Guts Variety, which means I'm actually going to benefit quite nicely from these Toxic Spikes. Added to the fact that quite a few of my guys don't really mind Toxic Spikes. Clefable most definitely doesn't because of Magic Guard. But anyway, I'm going to decide to just stay in here, go for the stab, Wild Charge, do as much damage as I can to whatever wants to switch in. Guts boosted, does a heavy hit on the Licky. And look how much that HP that thing has. Like, it's pretty much max investment. So it is lefties, it's bulky, and it's going to be taken down in 2 hits with some Wild Charge in action from Luxray here. So certainly a great thing to get out of the way. Licky can be a bit of a pain in the ass, but once it's eliminated, then you don't need to worry much. Now it's out the way, it certainly lends to my favor. But he decides he's going to switch into his Shinshino again. And I don't want to really stay in because I don't want to die to recoil. I don't know if he's going to be scarfed or not himself, so kind of just going to go into my Why Not as Death Fodder and see what he wants to do, whether he's like Life Orb or whether he's like Expert Belt. I can't really tell if he's Expert. I don't know if he'd really run Expert Belt on Chinchino. Doesn't seem like the best thing to do. Maybe if you want to bluff a choice item, but anyway, I decide I'm just going to go into the fastest thing I have, which is my Selgor here, and I don't really have the best of sets to deal with Chinchino because I don't think I actually have any offensive moves. This is a weird Selgor. It's basically made for a rain team, and you'll see why in a second, but it has Yawn and it has Spikes as kind of its primary stuff going on. I'm going to Yawn as he switches into the Swirly Whirlipede, and then set up some Spikes. He's going to Poison Jab me, take me down a little bit, but not too bad, because of course Whirlipede doesn't really have the best offensive prowess in the world, and going to be able to live that nicely. Poison is wearing me down though, so I probably want to do something about that. A nice thing about this Selgor is the fact that it actually has Rest, and the reason it has Rest is because one of Excelgor's, I believe its Dreamworld ability is in fact hydration. I think so. I'm pretty sure that's its Dreamworld ability, not its secondary ability. But yes, it has hydration, which means if you're running it on a rain team and you rest, you basically wake up instantly because rain heals your status condition, and that's what happens. But I sped up the situation because this is just basically me sitting in here waiting for myself to wake up to set up a couple more layers of spikes, and just basically waiting until the Regice just leaves the field. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying to wipe my nose while I narrate this because I'm so professional. Yeah, so basically just speed up this action here. I believe I woke up and got off some spikes, and then I decided I was going to just switch out after I rested again. I did rest a second time, get myself back up to a nice amount of HP, and we both switch on the same turn. It goes into Chinchino's, I go into my Clefable. Now, I know that if he wants to U-turn out, it's not going to kill me because the crit last time did that much, so a normal U-turn's not going to be able to take me down. As you can clearly see, does hardly anything in comparison, so I should be able to get off a Fire Blast, and beautiful switch. He goes into Registeel as I go for the Fire Blast, takes Stealth Rock down, or Spikes damage, sorry, and it's going to hit it and do a huge amount. But it doesn't, because this Clefable apparently doesn't want to hit any moves. That's why it has Gravity, I suppose, so that it can hit these moves. But I just never really found an opportunity to set up Gravity, and I just literally fired off moves, as opposed to trying to get myself set up and then throw moves out there. But as you can see how much that Fire Blast does, the first Fire Blast hitting would really have been nice, because then I could have basically 2-hit KO'd him, or at least brought him down to a revengeable range. But now I'm in a bit of a shitty situation. The only offensive guys I really have left is like Dancing Guy and my Luxray. I don't want to waste Luxray, because honestly, it has very low HP and it's poisoned, so it's going to be going down eventually. Plus, you know, recoil from Wild Charge. So I basically have to stay in here and just do as much as I can with Pelipper. My Pellistorm, my Dancing Guy, the man in charge. And he's doing a decent job here, you know? He's not taking too much from the Icy Wind, getting a little bit of speed drops, not too bad, but he's hitting all the moves he needs to at the right times. Because I'm going for Hydro Pump there, and then I switch it up to Hurricane. I guess he switched in Sharpedo thinking he could resist the Hydro Pump. Even then, bad idea switching Sharpedo into any offensive move. Even Knockoff does like 25% to it. It's fucking frail as shit. So he switches in on a Hurricane. No way in hell the thing's going to live. And now I'm like, oh, well, I'm done. He's going to kill me with Chinchino. But no! The Hacks gods decide, just because they shit all over me earlier in the match, they're going to give me a fucking golden plate donned with apples and grapes and melons from the heavens, and just land them slap bang in front of me with some kind of silver cutlery that I can gouge into them with and suck out the juices from within. That's a hell of a description as to the luck changes in this match, because that's what they've done to me. They've given me this silver platter upon which I can dine, and I am dining and I am eating up all the food, because I kill the thing with the Hurricane. This thing's coming in, is getting Sleep Talk and Rest. All the good luck is now falling into my palms. It's as if I am, you know, the guy who gets all the luck. Yeah, because that's a really descriptive description. I confuse him as well with Hurricane. Like, this is like going in the direction that I want it to. Like, if all the best things in the world were to happen in this match, this is right now. He's getting rest, he's getting confused, I'm just hitting all my moves, and I actually have enough Life Orb recoil to the point at which I can take out this Regice and crit him just to rub it in. Just to rub that in. Literally, at this point, it's rubbing it in. Man, the Hacks really flipped over in this game, you know, front to back. And I am very pleased for it, because I basically have my Luxray left, I have Facade, and I don't want to go for Wild Charge because it's obviously going to take me down to recoil. So I'm going for Facade instead. It's doing a huge amount of damage, and thankfully, because I put the Whirlipede to sleep earlier in the match, it is not going to wake up on the first turn, because it can't. It has to have a guaranteed turn of sleep, and I actually end up winning the game, which is slightly ridiculous, but hey, fucking Pelipper, what a man. I love Pelipper. That goddamn Pelipper has done me so well in so many matches. It's unbelievable. Agility Life Orb Pelipper. It doesn't even have rain support half the time. It still hits Hurricanes. Oh my god, I love that thing so much. But there you go. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you did, feel free to leave a like rating. That certainly helps me out greatly. If you want to see some more Pelipper, then certainly give that like button a hit, and I'll try and bring him back for some more stuff, because goddamn love that guy. What a man. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very, very much for watching, and goodbye.